fundamentally, the dynamic that Thoreau discusses in civil disobedience, at the most fundamental level, and he states it at one point in his essay, he says, unjust laws exist. Fact. You have three options when you look at these unjust laws. One is you can obey it. Just unthinkingly obey the law, the unjust law. Another one is you can say, well, I'm going to obey it for the time, but for whatever reason, because I don't want to get in trouble, make my life too much of a hassle, I have a nice big house and I don't want them to take my house, I'm going to obey the law now, but I'm going to work to change it. That's another option. The third option is the one that Thoreau espouses, and he confesses that it's a very, very difficult option because some of the consequences are horrific sometimes. Disobey the law. If you know that law is unjust, disobey it. Now, sometimes the consequences are horrible because they can take your car, they can harass you, and Thoreau mentions this. He said, this is hard. I know this is hard. But if you believe in this higher law, if you believe that divine law, or whatever you want to call it, is universal law, as many people do, the Martin Luther Kings of the world, the people who lay down in front of trains to stop radioactive waste and so on, they're so convinced of the truth of their principles that they're fighting for, that they will make enormous sacrifices, in many cases the ultimate sacrifice, to disobey the law, disobey the unjust law. And it's very clear, and it's unfortunate in a sense, because it makes every one of it makes you feel indicted. If you know that that law is unjust, you have one of three options. What are you going to do? Make your decision and live with it.